talking about walking nicely on a leash. Now that's of course something that we all want to do with our dogs, and Jasper is just a giant puppy right now, so he does a pretty good job of maintaining self-control when I was taking him on a little walk out here earlier. So we're going to go through the whole motions of everything regarding walking nicely on a leash. Again, I know he did do that puppy boot camp, and I can tell listening pretty well here. All right, so just first thing, remember that when we're walking our dogs, we want to make sure that they're as comfortable as possible. We're not using as much force as maybe we think that we have to, especially if our dog, now he's pretty strong. If our dog decides to go forward in one direction and we don't want to go that direction and we tend to pull back, increases the strength of our dogs. We want to avoid that at all costs. So making sure that our lead is in the proper position at the very top part of the neck, located behind the ears. Like a show dog, you see how they have their chains, making them look all nice and tall, and they're really stoic and confident walking around. We want that same outcome here. And it also enables me to have complete control over his head when we're walking. All right, so we're just going to do a brief little walk around here, and whenever I notice that Jasper's getting a little too interested in something, he lost track of what we're doing, walking nicely, I'm simply going to ask him to come back with me using our moving command, heel, slap on the leg, that gets his attention there, and I'm also going to reward him with a treat occasionally. So anytime I tell him yes or good, he's going to get a reward. Okay, so when we notice that, let's say Jasper is going to go sniff that fire hydrant that he really gets so excited about whenever you take him out on a walk, and like I said, we're not going to pull back, maybe going out to the side is not an option. All we're going to do at that point in time is simply turn around and walk the opposite direction. He's going to have no choice but to follow us. All right. Go a little bit ahead of me here, calling back. Heel. Yes. Yes. Good heel. Good. Heel. Yes. Good heel. Heel. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. All right, so like I said, Jasper, being a puppy, he has a lot of energy, a lot of excitement for the world. He wants to check everything out, but of course, can't let him do that all the time. So when you're walking him, always remember that due to him being a puppy and he's very interested, it might be a little difficult for you to get him out of that zone that he gets in. Maybe when he sees a dog barking at him, he wants to go over there no matter what. So just remember, always be patient, considering that he's just a little guy. Well, he's a big little guy. And whenever you feel like he's getting a little too far ahead of you, simply turn around and go in the opposite direction. I do like to use food as a motivator when we do go out on walks. I like to use very high value treats to compensate for him being rewarded with distractions around. So if you take him out and you notice that maybe he's not responding to the same old biscuits that you always use, try to grab something that's of higher value, like a hot dog, some steak perhaps, something that he absolutely can't resist. So that way, when he's rewarded for doing something that he may have a lot of trouble with, like healing in a situation where he's very distracted, he'll be compensated for it accordingly. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. And of course, because he's a puppy, let's make it into a game. We want to keep up the excitement, the happy vibe that we have when we're walking on a leash. We want to make sure that we're talking to Jasper as well, letting him know what's going on. Yes. Yep. I want to keep that leash as loose as possible. Yep. Yes. We really just want him to feel like he's walking with nothing on his neck at all. Yep. Yes. And anytime you see him going right back into that heel, meaning that he's not going to be too far ahead of you, too far out to the side, too far behind you, mark that behavior with a yes or a good and let him know. Whenever we say yes or good in that nice, pleasant voice, he always looks up at us. So we want to make sure that we can utilize that. Yes. Good boy. Okay, let's try it again. Yep. Perfect. Oh, yes, good boy. That's it. Good boy. All right, so we're basically dancing right now. He's following me everywhere. He's doing a great job. Again, making sure you're communicating with Jasper, letting him know that he's doing a good job. We don't ever want him to be idle. He's going to think up stuff to do, and that might not be what we want him to do. So, if you ever notice that maybe he's getting a little too far behind you, out to the side, again, asking him to heel, slapping your leg, making him pay attention to you, first with noise and then with your voice. Heel. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Good boy. All right, so when you start working on that heel with Jasper, start in the house. Want to make sure that he's in a comfortable environment first, so he completely understands exactly what's going on in regards to that command, and then graduate to moving outside in the backyard, and then further moving on to the street, going for a walk. Maybe when there's not too many distractions around, you want to start off slowly so you can build up to those big distractions. Of course, we all want to take our dogs to the beach and have them behave. We want to take them to the Kind Canine Festival and have them behave for us and be those model citizens like we know they can be. All right, so this has been Nicole here with Jasper, who's been healing like a master, and we'll see you later. Bye.